Alright, we're making our way to Newhaven today. Gonna do a bit of fishing. Basically gonna stop by the mouth of the harbour. So it's pretty easy there just to park by and kind of drop your line over in the water. But we're about 2 hours away from high water. So gonna spend about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours fishing around that high water. There's been reports of some whiting about. In fact, last time I was there, about 3 weeks ago, I did catch some whiting, but maybe if I'm lucky, I can get a bass around this time of the year, but who knows really. So it's a nice day out today. So I thought, why not get the rods together, do some fishing. So bait wise, I've got some frozen squid on me. So I'm gonna chop that up when I get there. I've also got some mackerel heads, so I'm going to try and catch some crabs. Put a crab on a hook, see if I can get a bass maybe, but I'm pretty sure that it's mainly going to be whiting if I catch anything, so I'm going to put a bit of squid on the hook and see what we get. I've only got a couple rods out with me, so I'm not going to spend a long time out there today, really. It's just a bit of a short session. I'm about 20 minutes away, so I'll see you again in 20. Alright, so we've arrived at the mouth of the harbour. So, yeah, this is pretty much it. You see we got some cliffs at the top here, which covers us from the southeast winds going that way. So it's actually meant to be really windy right now, and it is, but we've got some good cover here. And I'm going to base myself on this table. The water looks pretty damn manky, to be honest, but we've got some juicy squid and some juicy mackerel. So we'll see if we can get anything to sniff and have a bite. See, one of the things going about midday of the week is Wednesday today, and it's pretty much the middle of the day. Is that it's not very busy, especially also in the peak of winter. Being close by to the beach, to places like this, is actually quite nice. You can basically just fish here when no one else is, but there's not that many people. So first things first, we're going to set up our crab net. I'm just going to get some mackerel bait in and then pop it down, see if we can catch any small bait crabs. And then what we're going to do, we're going to start setting up our rods. So the smaller rod will have squid on, and I'll chuck it to the middle of the water, and then with the slightly bigger rod I'll put some crabs on, and hopefully we can catch something a little bit bigger. Normally sort of bass go for the crabs, but if there is any around, we'll see if we get lucky. So just to give you guys an update, I've got a bait bag in, I've got some mackerel heads and some bits. I'm going to pop it down to the bottom of the crab cage, and I'm going to clip it on so it doesn't float about, and then we'll get it in. So I've got my crab net all baited up, and then we'll just chuck it over. See if we can get anything interesting. It's my first time making a long form video for YouTube. I've made loads of shorts before, but see, I've got a one of these cool telescopic, super budget telescopic rods that I plan on bringing with me on holiday. They are a little bit fiddly, but they fit in your suitcase, which is amazing. Yeah, it's funny filming in public. You do get people looking at you, especially the older generation. but hey ho, something that I've got to learn to get over, I think. Right, what are we going to put on? I've got a feeling we can put on, I reckon we can put this on. So it's about a medium-sized hook, about the size of my finger. Well, I don't really know what number it is, but I'm going to put a lead on it, and it literally just hangs from the lead downwards. I don't know what that's called, but that's what I'm doing. Alright, I'm going to start with the head. Put this on a hook, throw it out. I did actually catch a whiting on frozen squid last time I was here, so I'm a little bit hopeful because it wasn't that long ago. Just going to double hook like that. So I think that looks good. Alright, we've actually got the big pilot boat incoming. I'm just going to wait for him to go past. Man, I can't wait for summer. I know I'm having a good time now, but I can't wait for summer. And I can't wait to go away on holiday. Holy sheez. I cannot wait to start catching some exotic fish. Alright, after this guy goes, we're going to launch in. Look at the size of those wakes, man. Damn. There's some big wakes. Right, first cast of the day. And then now we wait. Alright, I'm just going to check the crab cage, see if there is anything. Nah, nothing yet. Nothing yet. Yeah, so in exactly 15 days time, well, 15 days from the making of this video, I will be in Mauritius. And I've been watching loads of fishing videos there. I've been getting familiar with all the fishies, and I'm just looking forward to doing a lot of lure fishing, trying out different spots, going to different beaches. It's going to be pretty much the peak of summer because it's opposite season, so winter here is actually summer there, and there's going to be hopefully a lot of nice colourful fishies to catch. I'm also hoping to get on a boat as well, whether that's doing a charter or finding a friend who's got a boat and just getting out on the water, try and catch some big uns. So yeah, this is Newhaven Harbour. As I said earlier, we're at the mouth. Over there as well is, on that other side, on the arm, is also very productive for fishing, but you've got to walk quite a bit to get to it. And today I just wanted to basically park my car here and then just drop the line over the fence, because I don't want to be here for very long. But I've caught a lot of everything down there on that arm. A lot of whiting, a lot of mackerel, a lot of horse mackerel or scad. I've even caught my biggest bass on that side of the beach down there as well. And a lot of bait fish, a lot of bait crabs as well. A lot of bait crabs. Now, something I forgot to mention is that we're on the flood, if I've not mentioned that already. So the tide is coming in,
and my line, which you won't see on camera, it is going to the left towards inside the mouth of the harbour. So I've just got to keep an eye out on that, because I know on the way out on the ebb it will just bring your line around into the pillars, and it will get you tangled up with someone else's line or the pillar itself. So keep an eye out on the line. Hopefully it doesn't get tangled on anything. But yeah, trying to look at what other people are doing as well. People are bait fishing. They've got their rods and their lines set in the water. No one's doing lure fishing. Yeah, the water's pretty manky this time of year. Right, I think it's about time we checked on our line and see if we can catch anything. Well, it's about time we checked our bait, I think. It's been in there for quite a little while. Yep, someone's definitely had a nibble on it. Yep, something's definitely nibbled it up. So we're just going to rebait and then chuck it back out. I'm going to put my gloves on so my hands don't stink of squid. Even though they will anyway, because squid just gets through everything. Right. Okay. So I think it's probably just a lot of crabs about. So we'll leave that to marinate in the ocean for a little bit, see what we can catch. So this is interesting. So we've got the pilot boat actually coming out to assist one of these huge tankers, and that's going to come by in a minute. It's quite a cool operation actually, because these huge tankers, they don't know these huge tankers, they don't know the formation of these rivers. So the pilot boat comes out and actually guides these guys in. Quite interesting. Well, it's not a tanker, but it's one of these. I think they dig in the ocean, and I think they dig for sand or something, or soil. But yeah, absolutely monstrous. It's amazing to think someone actually designed and engineered that. Right, my line is getting away. When the tanker anchored up, they were actually unloading some gravel or some sort. So I don't think they actually dug up anything. They were just delivering some sort of gravel to Newhaven Harbour. This is what I like about coming down to these harbour places. You know, even if there's just a few of you or lots of you, you'll always get someone, you know, just to have a chat with and ask how their day's going, and, you know, if they've caught anything. So I've just had an older gentleman come up to me and said he's not caught anything, but, you know, it's just quite nice to have a little chat with someone. So we're going to keep trying, stay here for a little bit, about an hour, I think. And then, yeah, just nice to be about on a nice, beautiful day. Look. Sun's out, people are out. It's still a good vibe, you know. Oh wow, look at that. That big ship is trying to do a 360. That's crazy. Actually crazy. But yeah, it's a nice day to be out by the harbour. You know, you get to chat to some people here and there and talk about fishing, what they caught, what they haven't caught, what techniques they're trying. So just being out and about, you just learn from other people, which is one of the reasons I like to be here. So, okay, so we are having no success whatsoever with trying to catch crabs, which is really funny. I guess the structures beneath the pillar must not be suitable for crabs, because I know for a fact if we were over there by the arm, I know for a fact that we would be catching so many crabs. Yet here I've got the stinkiest mackerel and none of them want it. None of them want it. Don't know why, but if I was to guess, it would be the formation underneath. Not ideal. I'm just checking on our bait more frequently because I think there is something down there nibbling on it. There's something nibbling on the squid. I think around the mid-water there's some crabs lurking around, just not around the edges where I am. Oh, we have a crab. Oh yes. Oh, amazing. Yeah. I knew we had something on there. It's just a little crab nibbling on the. I knew it was crabs nibbling on the squid before. So what I'm going to do is put this guy on a hook, drop him down right beneath me, and see if I can get a bigger fish. All right. So here's what I've got. I've got this little guy hooked up, and I've got my lead at the bottom. All I'm going to do is just drop him over to the side by the pillar and see if there's any, if with any luck there'll be some bass fishing up and down, and if they're hungry they'll take a bite and we'll find out. Alright, down he goes. We'll drop him all the way to the bottom. There we go. The good thing about braided line is that you can feel when your weight has hit the bottom, which is what I was trying to do here. And then of course the crab is about a couple of feet up from the weight. And then we'll leave it like that. No, just crabs. Yeah.
Really did. I can't believe there's no whiting.
No.
Not even any pout whiting.
I was here a couple of weeks ago. I caught one whiting, but the guy next to me, he was just reeling them in.
Yeah.
So
I've had days like that down here. If you happen to be where the shoal is.
yeah.
I think there was one time, not this year, but the year before, I was fishing there, just the other side of this gate here.
Oh yeah.
I had about 40 or 50 whiting. They were all coming
wow.
out. I was the only one here, and they were all coming out the pump. I was
Nice.
catching them two at a time.
That's
Every
a good
cast,
day.
they were going bang, 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 bang.
Yeah,
As soon as I put the rod down, bang,
Yeah,
bang, bang,
yeah.
bang, bang.
Just reeled my line in, and there's another little pesky crab, and he's off. But you know what's gonna happen now? He's going on a hook. He is going on a hook, and we're gonna drop his ass down. It's actually a nice little size too, to be fair. Perfect size for this little hook here. Perfect bait for bass. And that's the little guy there. Put him on a hook, and then we're going to drop him down. So at this point we're about 2 hours over high tide, and we were having no luck catching anything, not even a bite. The only thing eating my squid were little pesky crabs, and even then using those pesky crabs for bait wasn't giving us much luck. Right, let's try and See if we've got any crabs for the 5th time. I've actually changed where I've knotted the rope around the net. Oh, I've actually got a fish in there. Oh wow. I've got a little rockfish. Interesting. I may put him on a hook and drop him down. There we go. Where is it? Look at this little guy. Just like that.
So we didn't catch anything sizable in the end, but I did throw all my bait back when I packed up. And if you enjoyed this sort of content, feel free to give me some love and like the video and subscribe to my channel. I will have some more fishing content coming up.
So we're going to end the video here. We didn't catch anything today, unfortunately, but it's still been good to get out. It's been a nice sunny day and I'm grateful for that. So yeah, thanks for watching.